I am setting up a quick tutorial for you to find some information about mill rates in Douglas County. And what I typed into the Google search bar, Douglas County, Nebraska mill rate, you can also specify .org or .gov here. In this case, as I mentioned before, sometimes city or county offices are done with .orgs, and we can't get away from that. We have to accept that as part of the work here. But in this case, I did speak with someone from the assessor's office, and they showed me a little bit about how to find it. So I'm going to do that in this tutorial. First thing you're going to do is click on the valuation lookup right here. When you come into here, there's a disclaimer that says I will not, like sell this or whatever. Just click I agree. And then once you get into here, you'll see that you can do a parcel search or a subdivision search, but he mentioned you can just type in here in the house number 1234. Just go ahead and type that in there and click on new parcel search. And when you do that, you will see several come up. This gives you an idea then of the location, where it is. So all of these, for example, several of these, this one here and this one here, they're the same address, but a couple of streets over from each other. So you could compare the two, but pretty much this gives you an opportunity then to check different places in the city of Omaha to see what they would be. Let me show you how you actually get the mill rate. Right here, you click on the assessor's part here, and then it shows treasurer's tax report up in this upper right hand corner. And let's see what happens when this comes up. And here it shows tax levy information. Tax levy right here is 2.17798. That's the mill rate right there. That means that this particular home was charged 2.18% of its valued amount. So for some reason, it looks like I've just lost. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So in this case, we see that right here, we have a mill rate for this one. So I would just say between 2 and 3 for now. Let's take a look at one of those other ones. We'll back this off a couple pages. Sorry, let's go back to here. And this was 123 of our South 10th Street. And by the way, if you want to, let me just go back to this. You can actually go to this location and zoom out a couple of times. Okay, so you'll be able to see here's Omaha. And so we're very near the downtown area. Yeah, here. So now let's try to find one that's farther out. So for example, I don't really know where all these are, but let's check this one out here, Westover Road. And then as we go down here, let's see where this is located. If it's close to the other one, then certainly we don't want to look at the assessment for that. As I back out, I see that it's farther west. So the first one that we found was way over here, and this one's way over to the west. So this is a great way for us to contrast the two and see what it shows. Treasurer's tax report here again. I'll just take a second. And it's taking its sweet old time. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to compare something that's in downtown to something that's way out on the west side. And notice that these are identical. Okay, the tax levy information, 2.18. So I think based on that, we could say that Douglas County, or in this case, Omaha, runs with that as their mill rate. Now, the nice part about this is, close this out, you should be able to then back this off and use, one more back, just use this as your, right here, as your link as far as where it's found, and that's not a big deal. I hope this helps find this. This is kind of a tricky, tricky one to find.